Welcome back to Yorkshire Toffees. In today's video, I give my post-match reaction to the Everton 2, Crystal Palace 0 game from Saturday. Of course, it was the first league game of the season. What a game! Let's just say, what a game! What an absolute brilliant performance from what I've heard. I think we could have been. From the sound of it, in the first half, we played. Well, of course, first goal came in the 42nd minute from Kieran Dewsbury-Hall with an assist from Harrison Armstrong. Then in the 42nd minute, of course, Dewsbury-Hall got the first goal to send Everton fans into absolute delirium. Then in the 52nd minute, Tieno Barry made it 2-0 with a lovely header right in front of the South Stand into delirium. Of course, I didn't get to go to the game, so I didn't actually see. But from what I've heard, it played absolutely. It was a brilliant performance throughout the full game, which is what I said, which is what I wanted to see from the team. Of course, coming into that game, we had the momentum, like I said in my preview, and well, you can see what that momentum has done, and it's the first game of the season, which is still always a massive game that you want to win. Of course, we haven't actually won our first game since 2021, so it's a massive boost for the team. Of course, we saw like the likes of Armstrong, Aidan Hackney, Brennan Johnson all get the opportunities, which is what we wanted. And of course, we saw Merlin Roll playing at right back, which from the sound of it was a brilliant choice from Moisey, which is what we wanted to see, because we know, yes, of course, Merlin Roll's not fully as a right back, but he did, from the sound of it, played really well, and the midfield was perfect. So yeah, it's up there, a massive result for the Blues. Of course, it's the first game of the season, so we want to make a good impact. From the sound of it, 1878 did brilliant effort with the South Stand in the South Stand with all the banners, all like the flags and the banners, just to get the atmosphere building from the start, and that's exactly what we wanted to see. Sounds like the fans are really up for it. And you could see like through the passion of the players at the end, like how much it meant to them to get off on a good start. Because it's like I say, we've had past couple of seasons been a ropey start to the season, and that's what we wanted. Like a brilliant result. Of course, playing at home, we got the home advantage. Sounds like Crystal Palace didn't actually play too bad. They just were quite unlucky with the chances, but of course, Pickford made a couple of brilliant saves to keep us in the game, which is what you expect. And a little bit of a fact. Kieran Dewsbury-Hall has actually been involved in. Well, of course, it was Everton's first win. First win under an Everton Prime Minister. So that was nice, of course, for Andy Burnham. Because he's a massive Everton fan, so he was there. So yeah, it's the first time we've ever had an Evertonian Prime Minister. So that was nice for, of course, him to be there to see his team win. But yeah, the other history is that Kieran Dewsbury-Hall has been involved in 21 of our last goals from open play, since last season, with nine goals and eight assists. So that's a massive bonus for Dewsbury-Hall, and of course it was another goal for him, which is what you want to see. Of course, our next game is against our next Premier League game is against Bournemouth on Saturday, which of course I will be doing my preview for. But before that game, I'll be doing my I'll be doing a preview for the Preston game in the Cup on Wednesday night. That'll probably be out, probably film that either later on or tomorrow, depending on how I feel. But yeah, of course, be doing my preview for that game, for the Preston game in the Cup, and then of course a reaction video to that. And then on probably Friday night, I'll do a preview for the Bournemouth game, and then a match reaction for that game. So yeah, it's gonna keep coming to content now. So it's gonna be definitely interesting. Of course, after that result yesterday, that's put us in 4th place on 3 points, and Crystal Palace are in 17th on no points. So it's a good start to the season. Hopefully we can keep that positive momentum going into the next game, which of course will be against Bournemouth on Saturday. So if you like this type of content, please consider liking and subscribing. And of course follow the channel on Instagram. I'll catch you in the next video. Come on, you Blues!